Georgetown University researchers recently released a study on parents and how they discipline their children. I know this gets very controversial, but it actually shows that spanking is down and timeouts are up. So they also found that modern mothers across all income levels report spanking their children less than their counterparts in 1988, way back in the day.
Yes.
Because I was getting spanked. So that was around the time when I was growing up.
True.
Yeah, one researcher who was not involved in the study added, quote, "What parents say they do might actually be different than what they actually do inside their home."
True.
That is very true.
Very true.
So, Evelyn, I know that you have children.
Yes.
And they have a big range, you know.
20-year gap. There's a 21-year gap between my daughter and my son. I know.
Did you do different things with different kids?
You know, yes. I feel like with my son, I'm a little bit more of a softie because it took me so long to have a baby, and then God blessed me with a boy, and I'm like, oh my God, I would have never thought I would have him. But pertaining to the spanking thing, that does not work in my house, because I'll say to him, do you want to get papa? And he goes, yes. So what do you do at that point, right? Like, what do you do? You're like, well, do you want timeout? And he'll sit there, he'll get up. So what am I supposed to do? Strap him to the chair? I can't do that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what does work.
What?
The old school chancleta.
Oh my God!
I take off my slipper, and I'm like, and he is like, boom, he runs.
Yeah, it's like the threat,
That's
the big
it.
threat. You hold it up like this.
Yes.
You don't really even. Okay, so for those people that don't know,
What is
chancleta is the Puerto Rican word. I think all Latinos use it.
Yeah, for sure.
It is for slipper. You take your slipper off, your house, your flip-flop, whatever it is, and you hold it up like this, and you don't even actually have to spank them. You literally just threaten them. You hold it up, and they go running.
Out every time.
Okay, I think...
Anybody else had the chancleta threat?
The slipper. See,
The chancleta.
you guys, that's really cute that you guys have one specific thing. In my culture, the Asians, we got the feather dusters, the sack of chopsticks, the back of your hand, the foot, the boot, the flip-flop, anything accessible. Come on, you don't
Whatever's in reach.
Yes, anything. It's like my big tai tao. And it's like it's scary, right?
The boot?
It's like this weird way that Vietnamese people say, you gonna know my hand. But it sounds scary, right?
Can you say that in Vietnamese one more time?
My big tai tao.
You got it.
There's not one Vietnamese person that doesn't know what that means. But, okay, I want to ask for you, because I think this is refreshing, because I have always thought if I have a child, what would I do? How were you disciplined when you were younger?
Oh my God, my mom would get the belt, anything she could find, and we knew she meant business. Or her hands. Like, I remember I was in a bunk bed one time, and I threw a battery at my sister's face, and she I know, aggressive, but we got into it, and she climbed that bunk bed, and she had me cornered, like, and she, tore me up. So that's what it was back then.
Yeah.
I didn't really get spanked. I got whooped. Y'all know what that means.
What's a whooping?
Wait, I want to know the difference. What's a spank? What's a whoop?
Spanking is usually like with a switch or your hand. No, I got the fly swatter. I got the belt.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I even got the extension cord. Have y'all heard of that one?
Oh, yes. Yes, this is real life. A lot of people can relate to this. This is super
real
common.
life. I did turn out okay. I will say that. And I was a good girl in my household. However, I did try the little spank on the butt with my son. Oh. My daughter, I have to say, she already gets it. I just have to look at her, like.
Girls are
Araya,
different. I feel like girls are
and
different.
then Araya's like, okay, mommy. But Aiden, I don't know. I found out that the more I spanked him, the more he got mad.
Rebellious.
He got rebellious. And then, you guys, he wanted to spank me whenever I disappointed him. So I realized that subconsciously, I'm only teaching him how to hit when he doesn't get his way or when someone upsets him.
Exactly.
Oh. So then I tried the timeout thing, the traditional timeout thing, just like your son. My son was like, I'm not sitting in no chair. What is this? So then, you guys, I found out something that really works. I think I'm going to try the shoe.
Yes.
What is it? The chancleta?
The chancleta.
Run around with the chancleta. Just come for him with it.
But I think every child has their own Achilles heel.
Yes.
There's something that they just don't want you to take away.
And
Maybe
you know
it be
what
a
that
toy.
was for me?
What
It
was it for
the
you?
threat.
The threat.
Okay,
Yes.
my mom said, I brought you into this world and I'll take you out. That's all I needed.
That is true. But
that's
you
a
know
good
what
one.
it is for Aiden. If you know my son loves attention. So when he acts up, when he starts hitting me or kicking me, I just say, Aiden, you know what, you're gonna have a timeout, but we have a timeout anywhere. I don't send him to a chair because he's not gonna sit. I just say, Aiden, I don't like that you hit me. Hitting hurts, and I am not going to play with you until you learn how to act nice. And then, I swear to God, it worked for him.
Wow.
He's just, yelling, screaming. It actually happened this morning. And I was like, you know what, Aiden, I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna give any attention to your type of behavior. So until you know how to play nice, when you're ready, you come and talk to me. And it works. You just ignore him sometimes. You really do. It's the good.
Wow.
It's the good. Ignore.
Yeah.
This is a hard subject, and I wonder if you and Israel are talking about this. Freddie and I talked about how would we discipline our kids, And both of us, we got the whooping, we got everything. I believe today that I would want to raise a child so connected to me, where they know they hurt mommy, that I would never lay a hand. My husband, however, is like, are you crazy? There is no child out there that you could possibly discipline and fear enough without doing a little something from the degree of this to the swat across the butt. And I always disagreed with him until 2 weeks ago. I was at a grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
And then I came to the end of the checkout stand. There was a mom and an 8-year-old kid, or something like that, 8-year-old, sitting in front of me, and the kid was like, buy this for me. Why did you buy this for me? You're so stupid. You never buy. Yeah, these words. You never buy anything for me. I hate you, and like hitting him. There was a long line behind us. We were like aggravated, like, lady, are you crazy? And I'm like, what did she say? What would I say? My mom heard enough of it. She took the kid by the shoulders like this, spun him around on the gum, and said, you put back or I attack. I'm serious.
He
Like this.
touched another child.
Yes.
That's
and
amazing.
the kid dropped the toy like this, and the mother looked at my mom and said, and took him away. And I thought, no, it really is. I'm sorry, I don't have kids, so I don't know, but I think there is. And all of a sudden, you gotta, your parents kick it at like a 5, 6, you get to a 7, then you need a combination of all three of us, which is the eye, the voice, and then a grip,
shake up.
Yeah.
Boom, like you don't have to hurt them, but no police can tell that you put your nails into them. You know what I mean? It's true.
Because you do that in
If you
Compton, you
touch
gonna
my-
get hit.
I was about to say,
So
Lonnie,
I'm telling you, don't
Lonnie,
do
I was
that.
about to say, you touch my child, I'ma touch you.
Exactly.
I don't play those games.
Oh my
No,
God.
I don't know. It's one of those things
Yeah.
where it really depends on the individual. I mean,
And the
have you-
child.
Yes.
Honestly,
yes.
some children respond
Correct.
to different things, and
Yes.
it's up to the parent to learn that.
Yeah.